Areniba here, and welcome back to Halo Halo. Now we end our Halo week with our last guest performer who will be performing at FPAC this year, which is this Saturday and Sunday, September 7th and 8th, brought to us by Philam Arts. And joining us today is Ken and Andy from the group Monroe.
Would you still feel the same if I took on this blade? The moment dies, ready to fly, I'm soaring through the sky.
Welcome, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming by. Now, first, tell me a little bit about Monroe, because I hear you've only been together for a couple of years.
Together,
well,
yeah.
As a
group, we've been together for about 2 weeks, or 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. I mean, I started it maybe a year before that, just kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do with music at the time.
Right.
And I figured this was something I wanted to take a little more seriously. So originally I actually didn't intend on singing for this project.
What?
And, yeah, and I don't know, I was just really into jazz guitar. I just wanted to be a jazz guitar musician and just play that like that. But then I made a couple demos and I kind of showed it to like some of my really close friends and see what they thought about it. It kind of pushed me in that direction to just, okay, I guess maybe I can just take it from here and figure out along the way what I want to do with it.
Right, and I mean, you guys have only been doing this for several years as Monroe, but you actually have known each other for quite some time, right?
Yeah, since high school.
Yeah, how did you guys meet, Andy?
We met, I think, for the first time at Baskin-Robbins. We used to work there for a couple years back in high school, and we had a lot of mutual friends too through high school, but we mainly started hanging out through Baskin-Robbins and found out we both had a thing for music. And,
And tell me a little bit more about this battle of the bands that you guys did back in high school that kind of started it all off.
So pretty much our friend Esther, she was like, oh, someone's trying to get me to perform at this battle of the bands, and she didn't want to do a solo project, so she wanted to bring a band together, and we had 1 month to put it together, so we kind of just threw it all together within a month, and then we played the show, and we actually ended up going to the finals of Battle of the Bands, and that's, I don't know, I guess the rest is history of how we play together as musicians.
Who are some of your musical influences? I'll start with Andy.
Well, I think me and Ken both used to listen to a lot of harder rock, a lot of metal.
Different from what you guys perform.
Yeah, people don't really expect that from
Which
us.
bands?
I don't know, you may not have heard of them, but bands like Embrace the End.
Yeah. And
Armed for Battle.
You guys still listen to hard rock?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, we're also like big Circa Survive fans, and
Thrice from Irvine.
Thrice, yeah, they're from Irvine.
Oh, you guys are from Irvine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Representing Irvine.
Yep.
Now describe your music.
I always tell people modern jazz. I don't know how to really describe it. It's pretty simple, but
It's very smooth. There's, I think, a hint of R&B to it too.
Yeah, a little bit. Very groovy.
Yeah, very groovy.
Actually, I feel like a lot of that influence comes from when I play Rondalia. I mean, so as an ensemble, we're playing 14-string mandolins, and it's accompanied by like a bass, like an upright bass, and a classical guitar. And the guitar progressions that they use are very, very jazzy, and I think that's kind of where I kind of fell in love with that. So I don't know, every time I sit like with a classical guitar, it just has such a nice tone to it.
It does.
So it's very serenading.
Now tell me about the EP that you guys just released. Well, you released last year.
Yeah, we released, it's called Take It Slow.
Yes.
We released it last year, end of
I think in July.
End of July.
So it's a little bit of that jazz, modern jazz sound, very relaxing.
Yes.
Who writes in the group? Is it just a collaboration?
I mean, it goes both ways. I mean,
we all add our part to it. Ken, a lot of times, will come up with a really good basis for a song,
Right.
like an acoustic version, and then we'll all kind of jam with it and see where we can take it
put some flair to it.
Yeah.
And Andy, you're the drummer, right?
Yeah.
Drummer. And then there's another guy that's in the group.
Yeah, he's not here. Chris Wellington.
Okay,
He's,
cool. But you guys are all going to be at FPAC this weekend.
Yes.
And you're performing on Saturday.
Saturday at 4 o'clock, I believe.
And for more information on you, where can we go?
You can go to our Bandcamp. It's
monroemusic.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you also have a Facebook
Facebook,
page, right?
Yeah.
Facebook/Monroe Music Official.
And your YouTube channel, I think, is just Monroe? Is that
Yes,
right? Yes.
that's under just
Okay.
Or I think the Ken Ben Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
got
have
stuck. We'll
the
probably
information
change
is
it,
on
yeah.
the screen. Thank you, guys. We have to take a quick break, but I look forward to your performance. For more information on Monroe, their Facebook page is Monroe Music Official, and we are going to take a quick break, but they are going to perform for us, so don't go away.